Hi, good morning, afternoon, evening. Welcome to the Wisdom Wand update. For those of you who are here live, thank you for your patience as I got us going live here. Um, anyway, just going to check in here on chat. So we always have people from all over that come and support and help hold this space for everyone who watches in the future. So when you join us in these conversations, we have a safe, sacred container where we all hold space for each other during this. So, hey, Linda from Southern Cali, Connie from Maine. Well, hey, Druid from Germany. We have Bronx, New York, Idaho, Austin, Texas. Hey, Alfredo. Blue Ridge Mountains of Virginia, Oz, Texas, Vegas, South Carolina. Very cool. Thank you all for joining here today. Usually when we do our 50 Questions Friday, we chat and hang out here on the chat side. So, hello from DC. So anyway, we recently did an update on the Wisdom Wand energetics. Now, how this works when we do an energetic update with the tools on the etheric templates, because every tool that we create has the tensor field here, but it is connected to the higher dimensional counterpart, the higher dimensional aspect of the tool, which within this higher dimensional aspect of the tool is where all the frequencies, the properties, the miracles, the magic, consciousness of crystals, minerals, plant kingdoms, you are all within these tools. So when we do an update here on the etheric templates, like we did with the Wisdom Wand, that automatically goes into the tools that you own. But what we noticed was it was around July 12th that we did the update with the Wisdom Wands as we were creating them. So by July 13th, any of the Wisdom Wands that you may have purchased from Twisted Sage fully carry that energetic. Now, when we do the etheric template update, the wand that you already own prior to July 13th, that etheric template is updated as well. But what we noticed was Mike, who works for us, he uses his wisdom wand a lot at the studio. I mean, we'll come in, he's usually wanding mom's hands and other things. But what he noticed, and he doesn't really feel energy. So I brought in one of the new wisdom wands and I handed that to him, and he felt it. He's like, wow, I actually feel the energy on this. And we had him hold his wand, his wisdom wand. And he's like, wow, it's like flat. So he changed hands. And he's like, yep. And he's like, it's definitely way different. So what I observed is we went into the heart space and I was observing him and his wand. Now, him and his wand, they had, it was just a standard wand, but I could feel that newer energetic was just like right here. And what I got was that he had to kind of like allow it in, recognize it, know that it's there, allow it to come in. And when he did, it shifted the energetic of his wand to be the same as the new wands. So he can feel it. It's different. Now, this is the only tool that we have dropped in this newer energetic into. And this newer energetic is, we first came out with the fidget generator, which has the nothing space, which is also this no space generator pendant, which is also the energetics of our newest ascension chamber, which is in the back here. I think another 50 Questions Friday, or maybe our solstice meditation, you can better see the new chamber in the back here. So this is the nothing space energetic. Now, we have done a few different meditations with this nothing space, and you can go back and check, like on our 50 Questions Friday or the Solstice meditation, and access those meditations. But this nothing space, it is simply within this space. It is yours. It is nothing but your energy. So imagine, if you will, that there's this giant ocean, this vast ocean of your energy. And this is your energy in its unmanifest form. So it appears, it almost appears like black waters. It's just dark, and it's not a bad dark. It's just an unmanifest pool of your energy. And when you can allow yourself to step into that space, it's pretty amazing because the mind steps away. You'll notice that the mind goes blank. Basically, it is allowing the human and all of its mm, old stuff, its filters. So if we imagine, if you will, that we are, as the human, we are allowing our light, our divine light, our consciousness to come through us, and it patterns that energy within that nothing space, that infinite pool of energy that is yours, unmanifest energy. So when your light, your consciousness, your passion to create comes through you and it shines on this pool of energy, that is what manifests all creation around you. That can be physical, mental, emotional, life situations. Everything is simply patterns of energy. And so if you allow yourself to disconnect, so you have those that light and that consciousness that come through, and the human can hold a lot of filters, the programs, the beliefs, the allowing in of all the mass consciousness right there is a huge one. Because when we allow in that mass consciousness, that begins to pattern the energy in our creation. And so we did a solstice meditation, which is choice. And basically, it is allowing you to release those choices, such as the allowing in of mass consciousness to pattern your energy in your creation, as well as the ancestral stuff, as well as any old traumas or lifetime projections, things like that. So these are all filters that can then come in and pattern our energy to be like a distorted energy. So instead of us truly bringing through our divine and allowing that to manifest through us, it comes through in these patterns that are distortions based on all those things that we were talking about. So when you step into this nothing space, basically it allows you to step aside with all your filters so that your light can truly come through and begin to repattern your energy, your creation. And this is huge. So this is beyond all the clearing work that we've been doing and the integrating of soul aspects and the releasing and all of this stuff that we've been doing for these years. This nothing space allows your consciousness to come in and repattern those energies so you don't have to do the clearing work. So let me give you an example here. Had the shoulder thing that it has been causing me issues for months. But it is something that when I can step in, and how we first discovered this nothing space is that my sister was looking at it and she saw it just go blank, just black, dark. It was just simply that nothing space. And again, within that nothing space is everything, because it is all of your energy and potentials waiting to manifest. So when we hold this issue, physical issue, within that space, everything shifts and changes. It's like there's nothing the matter and everything is perfect. But then when I drop back down, like at the end of the night, or just a long day of work and whatever, where you step out of that now moment of creation, then these patterns start to come back. So in this and sorry, I'm chatting here a lot, but in this new paradigm that we are working in, it's not that we are getting rid of this issue. We are simply allowing this issue to be as a potential, but we simply choose to no longer carry this potential and allow in those higher potentials from the soul to step in. And then that's when it's like, wow, there's nothing at all the matter. And so that nothing space is huge. And the more we can hold ourselves into that space, the more these higher potential patterns come through into our reality, and the more we let go of these other creations that no longer serve us, that don't bring us the joy and everything else, the passion. Okay, so we're kind of setting up everything that we're going to be doing with the wisdom wands. So the wisdom wands have two different energetic fields within them. There is the tube of sacred measures that has an anchoring of an energetic, and then there is the wire cut to sacred measures and wrapped and coiled that holds another energetic. So what we're going to do today is we're going to recognize that this inner tube is that nothing space, that space of pure potential unmanifest. And this is all your energy. Now, then, the highest potentials is the other energetic, the new energetic that came through. It's in the little highest potentials generators. And we're releasing practitioner rings, which are actually available right now. The no space and the highest potentials. They're under the practitioner rings. But what this highest potentials is it's what we were talking about here just a moment ago, is when your light and your consciousness comes through and meets this nothing space, this pool of your unmanifest energy, that those are the highest potentials that are illuminated. Those are the highest potentials that you can choose from. So basically, this shoulder issue is one potential, but I choose a higher potential to come in, and I just let go of this one being in my manifest creation. So the highest potentials that is in this HP generator and then the HP rings, the highest potentials, are basically your light that is illuminating all of your energy. So when we put these two together, it's pretty flippin' amazing. Now, this wand still carries the same thing that it carried before, which is all of the wands that we've created prior, such as the golden fire and light wand for anchoring columns of light, the dragon wand, the fairy wand, the shaman wand, are all within here still. And the wisdom wand is still within here. But we are going to bring in those new spaces. So we're just going to step into a meditation. Now, you can anchor, okay, with the wisdom wand, where we have changed only the full-sized wisdom wand, where we've changed the etheric templates to come into this new energy of the nothing space and the highest potentials. We have not done this with the mini wisdom wands or the wisdom wand pendants or the silver wisdom wand. Those have not been shifted yet. Not really sure where we're going with the energetics, but this is one that I knew we had to shift. But you can have your mini wisdom wand and your wisdom wand pendants, and you can bring that energy that we're going to be bringing into the wisdom wands. You can bring that into your pendants and your mini wand as well through this meditation. Just going to check in here real quick on chat. Hey, Ra. Hey, Ryan, Rob. Hey, Yentl. And hi, Pamela from Massachusetts. All right. So, question: are you still in contact with Organite Austin? Yeah, he's still around. He's kind of been low key for a while, but he's definitely around for sure. So we'll go ahead and jump into our meditation here, and again, have your full-sized wisdom wand, your mini wisdom wand, or your wisdom wand pendants here, and we'll go ahead and drop in these energetics. So just closing your eyes, going into that heart space, that sacred space of the heart. And again, to do that, we do it with 3 breaths, the Trinity breath. So imagine within your heart is your light, your soul's fire. Using your visualization, imagination, intention, connect heart to heart with the earth and take a deep breath, breathing in that light, energy, and support of the earth up through the feet, into the heart, and just allowing the earth to just envelop you. in that beautiful supportive energy. Allowing yourself to fully submerge in with the earth. Next, we connect heart to heart with you as Creator God, as Soul, Source. Breathing in that light into the heart. Again, simply allowing in your light to step fully into every cell, in between every cell, and into your world. The third breath in this Trinity breath is we breathe in the energies of earth through you to source, breathe in the energies of source through you to the earth. So in one breath, you become that bridge, that conduit between heaven and earth. So then you are grounded, connected, and in the heart space. Within this safe, sacred space, we're going to connect into first that nothing space energetic, that part that is in the center tube of the wand. And again, just allowing yourself to just open up, pardon me, to just open up, allowing in your light, because it is your soul, your light, that opens this nothing space for you, this space of all potentials of creation. Beautiful. Next, we connect with the highest potentials. And again, this is simply your energy illuminated. The highest potentials of your creation in this now moment and in every now moment is illuminated. That is what is brought into the wire, the outer part of the wisdom wands. Beautiful. And it is an allowing. All of the work that we do with the soul is not, we can't force or do or try. We simply allow that energy to come in. Okay. Our intention, which your soul knows that intention, is to anchor those energies into the wand. The beautiful thing about when we're working with the soul is we don't have to verbalize and voice our intentions, because our soul knows what our intentions are. When we were doing this, that was our intention of anchoring in this energy. So now then, your wand, your pendant, your mini wand are all connecting to those etheric templates. So it took us several months to anchor in this nothing space into the etheric templates to where they could be brought into the wands. And that is there. And you are accessing that. That is now in your wand. And again, you can still use your wisdom wand in the same way that we've talked about for a couple of years with the webinars and the product page descriptions and such. But this holds so much more. Now, to use this, you can simply use it passively by keeping this wand around you. It is a way that you can access that nothing space and that space of highest potentials, which simply comes out of that nothing space. It is simply the illumination of those potentials found in your nothing space, of your space of everything. So just sitting with your wand or your pendant is going to bring you into that space. Okay, coming back into the heart of you, into the human, coming back into here. I tell you, this is such a huge shift in consciousness, thought patterns, and creation by being in this space as much as you can. It is a space of no worry. It is a space of peace. It is a space of allowing and receiving. Okay, so now then, to use your wands with this space, this nothing space is not anything that you can really direct. So you can't use your wand and be like, okay, I'm in a nothing space, the Eiffel Tower or Washington Square or something. We can't really direct this energy because it really is beyond the human in the human intent. This is something. Now, how can we use this? We can still utilize this to run energy. Um, Again, you don't have to make the intentions. So if you pick your wand up and you're going to run energy to your pet or a plant or create a field around your home, you simply run energy like we always do just by spinning it. Doesn't matter direction or figure eights. I just always spin mine clockwise. Doesn't matter. Whatever you feel. But you can imagine running energy into your pet, your loved one, your home, plants, whatever. And you be in a space of allowing. So if you go in and you're like, okay, I'm going to fix Aunt Martha of her cancer or her broken toe or whatever, and you step in and you try to run energy in that way with those intentions, field is gone. But if you can step aside and allow your light to come through, that is going to be doing that work. That is going to be bringing through the highest potentials of what can be in that moment. The more you step aside, the more you are in there and focused and aligned and intentions and trying to direct the energy, it doesn't work. Again, trusting your soul. Your soul knows what your true heart-based intention is. Just be in the heart, imagine running that energy, and just allowing whatever is going to happen to happen. And then just let it go. So you only do it for a couple of seconds, a few seconds, maybe 5 seconds, and then let it go. So we truly don't know enough about these new energies and how to access them and utilize them. Well, we're getting better at accessing them. Like I say, it took me about 3 or 4 months, 3 months or better, to anchor in this energetic into the tools, because we have to anchor it into ourselves first. So this will simply help you to anchor in those energies into your creation. All right. Anybody have any questions while we are here live? Comment. I almost didn't come back from that space. It felt so good. Yes, that has been something too over just this, 2.5 weeks or however long it's been since this energy has been anchored in. That's what people are noting is the feedback is that when you go into that nothing space and you have all these 3D problems, that it allows you to release the ones that you really can't do anything with, and it helps you to refocus, to be able to traverse through that whole field of 3D problems is how one testimonial showed it. Hey, Renard. Awesome. I'm glad you're here and feeling that energy. So I know we had talked about with the wisdom wands that you can shift the energetics of any of your old tools. I mean, you can take, this was our original Wings of Talk. The wisdom wand you could take and you could shift that Wings of Talk by just wanding it and the intention of bringing it to its highest potentials. You could shift the energy of those tools. We also saw that you could shift the energy of like a Slim Sperling tool, one that his widow Katharina has made. that you can take that one. It was actually the president of the American Society of Dowsers who took one of our wisdom rings and one of the Slim Sperling rings, actually one that Slim made himself. And she brought them together, and it shifted the energetics of even that Sperling ring. But now, with this nothing space and the highest potentials, you can go into the heart space. And again, don't get excited and be like, oh, I want it to bring through this, and I want it to be just like the healing chambers and all of that. No, step aside, be in the heart, and allow those highest potentials to come into whatever it is you're running the energy to. It could be a crystal, an essential oil, an energy tool of ours, an energy tool of another's. Hold that space of just being in the heart space, in that space of nothing, and just allowing whatever is going to shift in the highest and best for that tool. Especially if you happen to own a Divine I Am Activator pendant, I highly suggest getting it out of the drawer, using your newly updated wisdom wand with it. All right. Do we need to hold the wand when doing this meditation? It just helps the mind, but no, you certainly don't need to hold your wand. You can imagine that you have all of your wands in your hand and bring them into them. Another comment, HP generator makes it very easy for the mind to just go blank and ease into expansion and releasing what no longer serves. Yes, and through that HP generator, you can find that space of nothing. And that feels like that is what you are connecting into there. Allow, allow, allow has been a common theme. Indeed. All right, so all simple and easy. Again, the energetics were already there in that full-size wisdom wand. This just gave you the access, some understanding of it, and the ways that you can utilize this energy. It's very exciting. It is truly a new paradigm in the way that we use energy, because humanity has always looked outside of themselves for energy and have had to struggle and fight and steal and work and everything else to receive their energy, and their energy of just enough. We're ditching that paradigm. And we're stepping into the paradigm that everything is your energy, and your energy is here to serve you. It is that pool of infinite energy, potentials waiting to become into creation, and allowing your consciousness, your soul's heart's desire, your passion, from the heart, not from the head, your passion, to then interface with that energy to bring it into reality. It is a huge shift in consciousness. And this is a great place to start. All right. Let's see, a couple questions. Which one of your tensor rings is equivalent to the 144 megahertz? So we haven't made the 144 megahertz in, oh gosh, probably 10 years. The 144 is one that I can't even touch anymore. But here's the cool thing, is that 144 megahertz and all of the rings that Slim made and all the rings that we made are all in the newer tools. So anything from harmony all the way through the spectrum, the golden fire, regeneration, everything holds that 144 megahertz in here as a potential. And again, you can pull out that 144 megahertz frequency. So if your intention is to pull out that 144 megahertz frequency, you can do that out of any of the tools. But that is only in teeny tiny sliver of what all is available, especially in these new highest potentials. Awesome. Well, thank you all for being here and for embodying your light and to do this work. This is the real true light work anymore in this new paradigm. It's just simply you embodying and you expressing creation through you. It's huge. And so thank you all for being here and embodying your light and expressing your creation. All right. Much love, everybody. We'll see you next time.